Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Wednesday. It is just a little bit past 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, and time for some Baby Zombie Rush Generations design stream. That's what we're going to do today. And so I did send out a notice. We're going to try to change up the schedule a little bit and see if we can get some better scheduling. Also, some things have come up with the family and stuff like that. So I wanted to try a little bit of change of schedule. So Baby Zombie Rush Generations will be on Wednesdays from 1 to 3 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. Buffooncraft will be moved to Friday from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. But Kachi Time will remain the same, Sunday from 4 to 6. So we'll try that out and we'll see how that goes. All right, let us switch over to game capture screen to this familiar scene. And let me see. Am I in creative mode? Yes, I am. So we had completed a task that was a rather tricky thing to have to do for us, but we did it. We came up with our water stream dead end option here, which I thought was actually pretty darn cool. This was just a temporary structure that we put in place. I was thinking maybe to block off this dead end over here, you know, to make doubling back take a little bit longer so the baby zombies will pursue something like this. I don't know, so I might fill that in, but I'm quite pleased with the way that this came out. This was, we had contributions from viewers on this and stuff, and learned a lot about Redstone on that one too. So really, really cool. So we are almost finished with Baby Zombie Rush. We really don't have too much left to do. We have a couple of more dead ends that we need to fill out. And one of the things I wanted to do is after the stream, I'm thinking of in the Baby Zombie Rush channel on our Discord server, just listing the types of features that we've built into the game here. And so that way I know I have, two of these kinds of things, two of those, one of the, that kind of thing. And so we have kind of like a progress board, and we can see how much we've done and what kinds of features we have and stuff like that. We can keep track of that because we really do this every other week, and I kind of lose track. I don't know about you guys. I kind of lose track about where we are and stuff. So, and I would really like to finish this up and get this running and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun to have guests on. We have a couple of Ravager dead end spawns and things like that. We have, escape walls that open up and give beneficial potions and things like that. So we have lava traps over here and creeper traps over there, or vice versa. And I'd just like to have a nice updated list of these kind of features that we're putting in here. What I would like to do today is, if you read the post that I put in the Baby Zombie Rush channel, I'd like to try to do something with anvils today. Anvils are just hilarious. Having anvils drop down and crush contestants as well as baby zombies and stuff alike. It's just, back from the Bugs Bunny Warner Brothers days. It's just hilarious to drop an anvil on somebody in Minecraft. So to try to keep with the fun of things, I'm going to try to figure out a way to use anvils. But before I get too far into this, let me welcome the mighty Shut Mountain 409 FB into the stream. Shut, how are you doing, my friend? How are you this afternoon? So there is a shout out for the mighty Shut Mountain, fellow buffoon from Buffooncraft, and excellent Minecrafter in his own right. So do yourself a favor and please go check him out. You will not be disappointed. Plus a variety gamer as well, plays a couple of different other games too. So, okay, with that said, what I was thinking of is now to have anvils dropping from above, that means we have to have some sort of structure above, and I'm really reluctant to do that. I like keeping the sky open on the top of the above the maze itself. I just like the look of that and whatnot. And sure enough, I have these this tinted glass above to protect the baby zombies in certain places. And I don't mind that so much, but I really don't want to have the rows and corridors and stuff enclosed from above. I really want to keep open sky. So I was thinking how to deal with that. And I was thinking maybe eject the anvils from the sides. And I was thinking, I don't know about that too much. And so when I was having one of my sleep-deprived insomnia bouts, I came up with an idea. What if at some point during the run, a passage opens up and the player goes into a lower level and then pops up in a different part of the maze? And I thought that might be something to do, because we do have that kind of feature, although they are not beneficial in the least. Let's go into spectator mode here for a moment. That's spectator mode, so we can have a look here. This one, if I'm not mistaken, this one is probably the creeper trap, where the player gets has a chance to escape, parkouring across some blocks. But if they fall down into here, this ejects creepers down into here. Baby zombies are also down in here, and it's boom, 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 and out go the lights. So, and this one over here, we also have a lower level feature here too. And this one, I believe, is TNT. So we have TNT and we have creepers. I think both of those were, or the idea of it was Draken's idea initially, and then we just modified it a little bit. But he was the inspiration for both of those. I don't have plunging into a lava pit yet, though. Or I also don't have a lava ejection button either, where maybe we would have a player come to a dead end like this, for example, and hit that button hoping to escape, and then this slides open and there's a dispenser there, or, well, no, it'd have to be a dispenser, and dispenses a stream of lava out, and yeah, toasty time. Driving home currently, so just listening, please, yeah, be careful driving, please, I appreciate it. And so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking at some point we come to a dead end, and then some sort of feature opens and the player goes down below, starts to make a run, and then since they're down below, now we can do things like drop anvils at random or seeming random spots. And we have the player having a chance to avoid them and stuff, having the pattern in which they drop, and then emerging somewhere outside, emerging back into the maze at a different point. I think that would be really cool for a number of reasons. It adds a three-dimensional aspect to the maze. Also, I think popping up in a different part of the maze and running at breakneck speed, pursued by baby zombies and dropping anvils, I think it'll also add a level of confusion to the contestant, popping up in a different part of the maze and then having to proceed from there. I think that's a kind of cool idea. So I'm going to work on this in two parts first. I'm going to choose the entrance into the subterranean portion and then the exit. And then we need the mechanism for opening and closing that part. So, and then after we get those things completed, then we can work on the mechanisms for dropping the anvils. So one of the things is, again, this I think should be an outer wall feature. I think it'll work best there. That way we don't have to be concerned about taking up dealing with these kind of features here. We can do it more with this kind of feature here. So one of the other things we might be able to do as well is do an outer wall feature too here, where the player comes into here and then there's a covered part of the maze out here as well. We could do something like that. Now, that way it's not completely a lower level. It just drops down just a little bit. That's something else we can do. So usually for each one of these features, I like to have two of them in the stream, at least two of them in the maze itself. So maybe we can do one that's on the outer wall, but at the similar to the same height. We can do something like that. So let's pick out entry points and exit points here for this. And I had one over towards the beginning here that I was looking at a little bit earlier. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I was thinking maybe right here would be a good exit point to come back out into the maze. So this might be a good exit point. So let us. Oh yeah, because I'm in spectator mode. Let's do this. There we go. Now I've got my hotbar back. Let's take a sign here. Like this. I'm gonna put that right there. I think something like this, and we'll call this Anvil Exit. Right there. And let me see. Now the entrance point for this doesn't necessarily have to be directly in line with this, but it would help. It would help. So I'm thinking maybe right here would be a good spot. So I'm thinking maybe they enter here, they run down here, and then they exit out here. The only thing is we have that bit of redstone that's in the way. But again, we could just make it come out and around a little bit more. We could do that, or if we're going to choose that as an exit, this will always be in the way in this kind of direction. So I don't know. I think this might be the best way to do it. This might be the best way to do it. I don't have any features between these two blocks here. This wall here. I mean, I could do this one, but this is getting close to the start area, and I want to kind of keep away from that. So. All right, so let's do this, and let's call this Anvil Entrance. Like that. We'll do that. And that way I have both of these marked. And let me see. For the moment, anyway, here's a mechanism by which I would like to have this open up. I would like to have it open here and then proceed downward. And so that kind of mechanism isn't too bad to do because we did a similar thing over here with this. And then we just had this open up like this. If you remember, these two open up and this moves over, and then there's a space in which you can retreat. We could do that here. We just take a lot of this kind of stuff and move it over that way. So let's try to do that. Now, the good thing about that is it moves, the pistons will move this in this way. And so we'll have this just come out through here. In fact, we might even be able to, have this thing all in the same level without going down below. And I would like to have the contestant emerge out of here. Like this. That gives us 2 blocks, potentially 3 blocks, in which the anvils can fall. Also, I would like this to be dark. So it's lit, but not very brightly lit. Nothing scarier than running down a dark hallway with baby zombies in pursuit. One of the things I might try to do too is to try to put redstone lamps near the ejection points for the anvils. So when an anvil drops, you'll get a flash on off of the light, so you can see, oh my god, anvil, oh my god, anvil. Oh, so you just don't get clobbered in the dark there. So that might be a good thing too. So we can start right away with putting these in place like this. We're going to need a couple sticky pistons. Hopefully this won't be too difficult to do. Do that. And then from here, although we are getting awfully close to that, so now this, we're going to have to keep this sidewall in place here, so we're going to have to be careful with this. And let me see, if I do something like this, if I remember correctly, if I put a redstone torch here, it'll power both of those. Or if I put it down here, it'll power them both like that. Let's see. No, it only gets one. Let's try from above. See, above gets us both. All right, so we want the default state to be on. Then from here, we can bring this out and get ourselves a repeater. Put it right about there and do that kind of thing. Okay, now I don't want this to extend too far out here. And I don't want to throw my stuff on the ground. The other thing is I could put it this way, but you know, I don't want the circuit to be too much there. We can, let me see, then give ourselves a stone button. And this time, since we already have circuitry over here, I don't want to get too close to it. This time I might put the stone button there. Yeah, I think that's a good situation here. So if we're running here, we look down here, nothing. We look down, oh, I think that's visible enough where a panicking contestant can come down here and see that, say, okay, let's see what this does for us, and that'll help get us out. All right, so, or well, maybe, right? So we could do that. If that's the case, now we can't remove these because that's going to be the ceiling, so we got to be careful for this now. Yeah, we might not be able to get away with that, actually. And one of the reasons why... Yeah, I want that hidden behind there because then it can retract the blocks in and out and you don't see the pistons. If I put it here, for example, you would be able to see the pistons are on the outside here, and I don't want that. So it has to do this kind of a thing. And... this causes a little bit of a problem. So let me see. This is the powered block, but not too bad. I think we can get away with doing this kind of a thing. So if I get some redstone like this, and maybe we move the circuit over to this side like that. But see, it's not that block, actually. It's this block. That block has the button. But maybe a target block can help us with that. So, but let me see. The player would be able to see the target block above. I don't think that's too much of a problem. I would like that not to be, though. So already we have a kind of interesting problem here. So we need a way to get around this. It's not super critical that... Yeah, you know, it's not super critical, but... I mean, because we could do something like this. If I put a target block there, right, then we could run a repeater out of it, like this. And do that kind of a thing. Now, you got to imagine these blocks aren't here. I'm just doing this so we can see how it works from above. Yeah, and it doesn't give us the... this won't transfer through to here. And even if I put redstone on the top... Oh, there we go. Okay. It'll do that kind of a thing. If we go like this, and something like that, we can get this kind of a thing. But the problem is, so we'll have to move this over to the other side now, so it can get a hold of these pistons here and do what it needs to do. And let me see. So how do we want to do this part? Well, see, if I do that, that's going to be a bit of a problem. And again, I'm just going to temporarily do this so we can see it work. Yeah, we get that kind of thing. It doesn't work too well. There's too much interference. We could put the internals behind it here. We could do that kind of a thing. And we could do that kind of a thing too. Let me see. Let's just do something kind of sloppy here for a moment. Come on, Thunder. Like that. We get a slight delay off of that. That's So if we're over here, this is what the gameplay looks like right now. If we're like this, that does nothing. That's kind of weird. If I power the block from this side, it's okay. If I power from that side, it's not. And it's the same block. You guys see what I'm saying? But if I do this, Mayo 1T, no problem. That's weird. Please explain. Redstone, please explain. So it's definitely going through here and powering this, but it should do the same thing from here. And it doesn't. That's I totally don't get that. I totally don't get it. But I know one thing I can do. It's not ideal, but it would probably help. Let's try this. This gives us the extra block where we need. So it may lower down a little bit. Because one of the things is I could make the button higher up, right? The bucket 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know. I have the buttons are typically 1, 2, 3. They're on the fourth block anyway, right? And so we want to be consistent. So I you know what? We're probably set there. We're probably okay. And that solves a lot of problems right there. So let's keep things consistent. That makes things a whole lot easier. Okay, so at the very least, we have this kind of a situation. Right there. And again, you know, we have a player running around here. I think they can easily see that button there. All right, and the block in question is now this block. So I think that's a good thing. And we might be able to do something like that. And let me see if actually no, we're one over now. That's right. Like this. We're like this now. And that being the case, what if but, you know, we can't do this because we'll have a short circuit. And I want to do this just so I can reach it. Well, no, I think we're good. Beautiful. Now see, that's what I want. Just that. But we need to hold the door open for a little bit longer. And so that means we're going to have to put a delay on this circuit a little bit. And it's too bad, too, because this thing is really compact. It's I like how it fits in this nice little space. But I also really like this the way it is. Wow, that's so compact. But, you know, we have to put the delay circuit in there. It's not hard to do. Let me see. I want the hallway to wind up being 3 of these wide because I want the player to be able to dodge, right? So this is the kind of thing I want here. then we'll do the same over here. Now this side is going to be a little bit difficult, but it's one of the reasons why I built it on the corner, though. Because now we're going to open this here, and now you have to hide the circuitry that's going to open the door. But I'm thinking we can hide the circuitry for the door over here on this side like this. That way it doesn't show up inside the maze, right? Because this way you have to hide the circuitry from both sides. So this side would wind up looking something like that on the way out. Like this. And we need to hide this circuit here, right? So we're going to wind up doing this kind of a thing. Like that. And for the entrance, the entrance I want to be this high, 2 blocks high. But when we get into the main hallway here, it can go up by 1 more block if we need it. Because if we go higher than the 5 blocks for the maze walls, I don't think you'll see it from here inside the maze. So we can go up a little bit higher right there. Because I also want some height for these things to drop. So I want a maximum kind of height here. So I'm thinking maybe something... In fact, let's just see how high we can go here before we can see it from the maze. Yeah, see, I can't see it from the maze here. I still can't see it from the maze there. So that's probably the limit. If we jump, we can see it. So I'm thinking right about there. Now, the thing is, we might be able to see this from further back. Yeah. See, if you're further back in the maze and you look back, you're going to be able to tell that there's a feature there. So that looks like 3 blocks. Like that. So if I'm over here, I think this is going to be just about the limit though. So any redstone or anything that we're going to put on the top of this can't really be much taller than that. So for the moment, I'm thinking this is how high I want to go with it. Something like that. So you would come out of the maze like this, you would go like this. There would be some vague lighting here, just enough so you can see. And as you start running down, this is where the anvils drop. All right, and then we come out to here, and we should be good. This is 1 block above the maze wall, I think. Yeah, so we're right about there. Yep, okay, we're good there. We're good here. We're good here, like this. All right, this will touch the edge of that circuit, but again, we can clean this up a little bit later. I think we're good there. Gonna do that kind of thing. And this should not affect that circuit. This should be okay. Now, the only thing I'm a little concerned with is baby zombies. We might lose sight of the baby zombies. The baby zombies might lose sight of us when we duck into here. So I don't know if they'll pursue us or not. So I don't think that this should be a beneficial kind of thing. I think anvils dropping on us would be the better way to go here. But also I'm thinking, you know, if we had the baby zombies, because the anvils might also squash a couple of baby zombies. That might be a good thing. That might be a good thing for us. It depends on how close they are on our heels here. So one of the things I'm thinking is, what could slow us down but not the baby zombies? And the answer to that is a potion of slowness right here. Can you imagine a potion of slowness, and then you're like, oh my god, and anvils are dropping, and you're that might be cool. That might be cool. Or it might be cruel. It might be too much. All right, so we're going to need to lay out the tunnel here. And, you know, we'll start off something like this. I still like the idea, though, of having a section of the maze that goes downward and under the maze and pops back up somewhere else. I still like the idea of that. So after we get this worked out, that might be another feature that we put in. I think it would be a beneficial escape, but it would have like a detrimental quality to it too, because you would pop up in a different part of the maze. You'd be like, where am I? You know, if your sense of direction isn't particularly good, you know, you'd be like, where am I? I think it would just cause just that fractional amount of disorientation. I think would be really cool. Again, if we run into a problem here with having to stack too much redstone and stuff on top of this to drop the anvils down, we can always lower this too if we have to. We could have that section lower and then this part lower and then step back up and back into the maze. We could do something like that. Already this seems hilarious to me. Oh, Thunder, you're so cruel. Yeah, so this would open like this. Into the maze we go. We got to delay that a little bit. And then we come along here and like this. And that out into here. Now this would be closed like this. This is pretty dark in here. What I might put in here for lighting would be like some glow lichen, I think might light it up enough. Let's see how this does as far as lighting things up. You know what? I think that's just enough. Just enough so players can see. And we'll do that too, because that really illuminates the idea of a curve, right? Of it turning around, so it, you know, helps with the orientation. In fact, if we go like that slightly, that's a little better. We might wind up putting something like that. Player running through here. Again, I might put that more on that side. Like this, and I don't know, maybe this would help direct you a little bit. Yeah, that might do it. In fact, that might be a little too much, actually. Let me see. Okay, let me take a look at this. My sense of direction is usually my wife suggesting something and me following her orders. This is really weird. Kumako, I have no idea why it blocked you for saying my wife. Is that a weird? Not sure how you feel about it, but you could use command blocks to spawn anvils at coordinates above the hallway with delay for different locations. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. In fact, as a last resort, I keep command blocks in mind for a last resort kind of thing. And I'm not totally opposed to using them. No, I'm not. So, let me see. Hey, Shut, could you try doing a quick shout out for Kumakwa? Oh, wait a minute. You're driving. I'll take care of that. There we go. Please go check out our good friend in the stream, Kumakwa. He's a variety game streamer. And funny streamer. Funny guy. Please go check him out. We've appeared on his stream a number of times. Playing Beam Battles, Kachi and I. And a lot of fun. He and Whaler and the crew in there. It's a lot of fun. And also... he's slated to be the first contestant in the Baby Zombie Rush when this is finished. And so another reason for us to get honking on this thing and get this thing going. So I'm going to open this up along the... Actually, you know what? I should probably open it up along the side here just so I can get in and out of here easily enough. All right, so we've got the tunnel pretty much laid out. We have the mechanism for the door, although I have to put a delay circuit in here. And let's put the mechanism for the other door over here. And that will be... again, I'm thinking I would like it to come right out of the middle here, but then we're going to be able to see that. So... Dude, you got double shout-outs. But Shut, thanks for trying that out for me. I'm glad it's working. It's good. I'm home now. Awesome. Hence why I usually don't watch you while you build this maze. Don't want to have too much knowledge of the fun. Yes. I understand. I understand. The other thing is, though, even though you'll learn about the features and how they work to your benefit or demise, it's where they are and what they're going to look like will still be mysterious. And so, like right now, I have them somewhat color-coded, but in the game, they're all going to look the same. So you come running down here, and all you're going to see is just like a stone button. And you're going to have to try to guess, is this beneficial or detrimental? Do I want to take a risk because these or can I juke these guys and get around them and get out? Which is possible. You can juke them, but if you want to take a chance, and that's what this is all about. This is like rolling the dice every time you press a button. So, but it is a lot more fun and way more hilarious for the reaction if you really have no idea what's going to happen. One shout out for me, one for my ego. You're fantastically mediocre ego. I would ask how you were doing today, but we all know. Fantastically mediocre. Okay, so let me see. We need to put in the door over here, and if that's the case, the door either needs to come in from this side or this side, not in the middle, because we need to hide the piston stuff. And again, there's circuitry over here that's pretty close for the other features, so I'm going to put it over here, which means I have to move things over a little bit, but not that bad. It's not that bad. It's gonna be okay. Move everything over by a block, like this, like this, like that. We're going to move this over like that. Okay. Okay, that's better. So when you come out of the maze, you're going to be off center a little bit there, but it'll be all right. These are the piston blocks that will open and close. Let me see. These will be in closed position. So let's put those there to hide the piston works. Yeah, that should be okay. All right, I like that. I like that. Okay, and that should serve well there, like that. Those don't really have to be there. Nor do these. Again, you know, these are minor details, but it just reminds me to be conservative with the amount of blocks that I'm using. And those might not have to be there, because we're going to have to cram some circuitry in here, too. So let's get over here. And let's put some sticky pistons in here. And this is nice because we should have room behind this wall to put the circuitry in. And the baton shall go right there. Actually, you know what, though? I don't want a button in here because I don't want people to enter through this side. This is an exit only. So... This dead end, if somebody were to run here, would be just a dead end. I don't mind so much, though, because you have this kind of thing here, and this is an option to escape as well. So this isn't so bad, actually. It's not so bad. The other thing we might be able to do, too, is have a feature that comes off of here. So this can act like coming out of a dead end or coming out into a dead end like this, which wouldn't be a dead end from this direction. And that would give the player an option there because the player's not going to be able to see anything here. And who knows, this might be part of the underground section that pops up somewhere else. So... Yay, you're growing out the goatee. I know. Get a little scruffy on the sides here, too, although it's kind of patchy on the sides. But yeah, first day of winter was yesterday, so time for the facial hair. Hello, Nebs. How are you? Let me see. Wow, my ego is being a jerk. Hi, Shot. Hi, Nebula. And let me see. And there's Shot with the shout out for Nebs. Hello, Nebs. So good to see you. How have you been? You know, I can see you working on your server a lot, you and Draken. How have you been? How are things going? And how are we going to do this now? Again, we don't need a button on this side, so that's going to be good. That's going to cut down a lot of stuff there. So how do we want to do this? We want to activate this, I think, with some pressure plates, right? Because I don't want the player coming around here and then having to press a button to get out. I think that's a little too much. And when I put the pressure plates here, I will make them, I'll make them visible. But this one, I want to have a sizable delay on this, just in case some baby zombies happen to make it through this aperture and happen to be able to dodge the anvils. They might be able to get out and proceed with the run. Yeah, that might be a good idea. One thing I haven't really thought of is when the player gets to a certain point and they completely escape the baby zombies, then they're in the maze and there's no baby zombies at that point. So some of these dead ends might have a button that spawns baby zombies. I don't know. Maybe. There could be a whole bunch of baby zombies in the reserve on the side here too. So when that door opens and you come out, there's another pressure plate here, boom, and then these baby zombies come pouring out. Something like that might happen too. I'm doing okay. I just got done eating my lunch. Lunch is a great thing. How are you? I could not be better, thank you. My gold farm was broken. Dragon has been helping me troubleshoot it. It's still being weird. Huh. Bedazzle it. Pressure plates are so 2021. I don't know. In this case, though, I mean, what I really have, I mean, you're coming through here. There might be some baby zombies that made it through here, are hot on your heels. Maybe you dodged some anvils. Maybe they did too. You get over here. There's a sign that says exit right here. You press the button and then you're able to get out. I mean, do you really? I'm just thinking if you get around here, it just says exit and you cross the pressure plate and it just opens it up. What do you think? Should I go with pressure plate or button? What's the general consensus? And then let me see. This will look like this. You can faintly see the button. I could also do something like that too, to just brighten it up a little bit, right? Face scanner. But your face would break the scanner. Oh, mine definitely would. Button, as it will slow the player down a little more. Button, but a pretty button. Well, yeah. Here's the deal with the buttons. If I use a wooden button, there's a bit of a delay between. Wooden buttons are different than stone buttons. So black stone button would be too hard to see. Regular stone button looks like that. We have different wooden buttons to put on there. But again, there's a bit of a delay in triggering it when you use a wooden one. It takes, I think it's 1.5 ticks as opposed to 1 tick for the regular button. But that might not be a bad thing, as long as the player doesn't break it. So we have stone or polished blackstone. And then the rest are wood variants. So gold button sounds nice. I don't think they make a gold button, do they? These are the only ones that I have available, right? But we have a gold pressure plate. Ooh, diamond buttons. Dear Jeb, buttons of all materials. Slime button. Honey button. Well, let's do this. Yeah, we're going to spend 5 minutes of the stream choosing buttons now. The kids like me to abbreviate button like that. Why? Because they're kids. So these are our button varieties. Let's stick to the colorful ones because I believe, I think we're all agreed that we're not going to put like an oak button there, right? Or a birch button, right? So mangrove button would look nice. So we'll get it down to like crimson. Although these are kind of hard to see. That's the thing I like about the stone button is it's easy to see. Easier to see, I should say. Mangrove button, probably not too different from the crimson button. Right? Really not that nice looking, I don't think. Then we have the different kinds of wood, right? Birch button would probably be easy to see, but look like crap. And there's acacia. Acacia's not bad looking, actually. Neb says crimson or mangrove. Use a slime launcher to bounce the player around. And that has occurred to me, actually. Like to have a corridor and have slime blocks being pushed out to knock you around as you're running down the corridor. And the baby zombies, too. So, and the good thing is the player has an option to try to jump over those, right? So that would be kind of cool. It'd be like bumpers on a pinball machine, exactly. Yep. I had thought of something like that, actually. Great minds, Shut. Great minds think alike. One of the other things I wanted to do, too, was to have a corridor where I could have the snow golems, where panels open up, and the snow golems shoot snowballs at the baby zombies. Yeah. That way it won't kill them, but it'll slow them down a little bit, and it'll just look ridiculous. And as they're shooting at the baby zombies, if you stay ahead of them, then you'll be fine. But if you get mixed in with them, you'll get hit with the snowballs too. So, Thunder, I sent you a screenshot of something else I've been working on. Oh, awesome. In fact, I was going to ask if I could drop into the Fairy Tale world and have a look at what you've been doing in there lately, because it's been a while since I've been there. Get out of my brain! That would be a good emote. The get out of my brain emote. So I do have some catching up to do on emotes, clearly. So before the end of the year, I'd like to issue out some new emotes, and that might be one of them. I'm going to do a Kachi Chaos emote, and I hope to have them animated too. So, but I really want to have them low-level emotes for players, so they're easy to get. So if there are emotes that I could make just for channel points, that would be awesome. Yes, come on over. Yes, it would do it. Plus, it would just be cool to hang out with you guys again. Let me see. So Neb says that she wants crimson or mangrove. I kind of like the crimson better, although I do have to say it's kind of dark. I could put a lighter block there, too, but... I mean, because these don't have to necessarily be the Blackstone, right? So... Kamako says, it looks good to me. All right, well, as long as it gets your approval. Okay, so that's going to work a little bit like that. That will be the activation circuit. So again, this could be a little bit easier, but let me see how this is going to work. Can I do that? I think I can do that. Because I need a delay circuit on this. And so otherwise, I would just do something like this. Right? See, it's closed. And then I could just very easily, when I hit this, it would power that off. Or it should. I don't know why they don't retract, though. Oh, that's why. Yeah. See, I could do something like this, where it's like this, and then you run out through like that. That would be really easy to do. But I need a delay circuit on there. So, no. This can do something like that, so we can use part of the roof for that. But that's the idea, right? So you run out here, exit like this. That's still a pretty good delay because of this. But if this is going to be crimson, this definitely has to be crimson, right? Hook. Hands with the typing. There we go. Thusly. And then let me see. What looks better on the crimson? Is it purple or magenta? I'm also slightly colorblind. So I'm seeing a different color than you weirdos with proper sight. Well, I wouldn't say I necessarily have proper sight, but I don't know. I don't think I'm quite at color blindness yet. Give it about maybe 2 more years. Proper sight. I might not have color blindness, but I have an astigmatism, so lights are weird. Oh, let me see. Purple or magenta? Definitely not pink. What looks better on the crimson? I guess the magenta probably looks a little better, right? I haven't got proper sight since I was 16. So we are I like that. Okay. My sight was perfect up until I turned 40. The year that I turned 40, right on the nose, is when I had to get glasses. Yep. Other than that, I had like superhuman vision. That's why I was really good with the bow and arrow, and I was really good with rifles. Yeah, because I had super eyesight like that. But once I turned 40, each one of my eyes sees a different set of hues. I'm just a stubborn old coot who refuses to wear his glasses. Okay, Grandpa Simpson. You know, I sound more and more like Grandpa Simpson every day. In fact, Biggie points that out to me every now and then. I just want attention. Old man shouts at cloud. Yeah, definitely. That's me all the way. So each one of your eyes sees a different set of hues. So you're like doing this thing. Okay, red. No, blue. No, red. Both. Purple. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to do this kind of a thing here. We're here. We run in. This will be blocked up like that. We're running down here. This might be a little bit too much light, I think. This might be a little too much light, people. That I think is okay. And I think this is obvious enough here where you can see it when you're running around. Remember, these wall, I'm not necessarily going to use black stone and smooth stone here for these textures. It might be totally different texture. I don't know. Right now, I'm using a lot of the smooth stone blocks here because of the grid pattern, and it helps me count out blocks. And the same thing with the black stone, the polished black stone. So I can count out blocks, and then I did the different colors so I get the contrast. So when I actually go to build this thing, it's easier to count out blocks and see how much I need and stuff like that. Then you emerge from this part of the maze. Where am I? Should I go here? Maybe. Now there'll be potions that come out through there, right? You can similarly come through here with this. I don't know. Oh, I put these pressure plates on here just as decoys. They don't do anything. That way you don't know if this is beneficial or detrimental, right? So it's important, beneficial or detrimental, they look exactly the same. So okay, and how am I doing for time? It's actually 2:09 right now. So I should shift into standing mode. All right. There we go. Let me make some minor adjustments here. A little bit like that. A little bit like this. All right. So far I'm really digging this idea. This is really cool. Let me see. I don't think I'll need these up here. And again, I'm just making room for circuitry here. Because things like this, they also need to be maintained as well. So, but I think that's about as much as I can get away with removing. Okay, this is all right here. But again, okay, I need to put the delays in here. And so what I'll do now is, well, let's try a run, because every Baby Zombie Rush design stream needs a test run, at least one. And let's see what the timing of those doors is going to be like. I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm starting to think too, if the player comes around here and emerges out of here, I'm trying to think of a pressure plate here that would open up and a new stream of baby zombies would come out after you. I'm thinking something like that. Because I am somewhat concerned that if the player ditches the baby zombies too early in the game, that, you know, then they're through the maze. And sure, funny things will happen through the maze, but you know, the whole idea is to have baby zombies running after you. So I might wind up doing that with some of these interior dead ends here. But it doesn't necessarily mean all interior dead ends will be that way. Some of them produce Ravagers. Some of them will let you through. So it's still going to be mixed up. No, I will not make things that easy. All right, let's do a test run. And I just want to see, and the way I usually mark my path is with a redstone, because it looks like blood. Let's try this out. All right, so where's starting point's right over here. We will run down here like this. Here is the entrance like this, like that. There's the entrance, and then we run over here. Here is the exit. Through here, through here. And let me see, what way leads back home? This way leads back home. Right. I don't want to put this here because that will be too distracting. So I'll do this. This should do it. In fact, I can do something like that. That'll tell me to take a turn here. Same with this. And like that. That's good. Okay, this will lead me back. Get to here. I'll look. Yeah, all right. I can see everything from there. All right. Let me see. Time to pick up the kiddo. Catch you buffoons later. Hey, Kamako, thank you for dropping by, man. And I, especially since I know you don't want to see too much of this, but I really appreciate it. All right, let us do this kind of a thing. Let's get these bloodthirsty little so-and-sos out here. There we go. And again, I find 10 baby zombies is the perfect number. All right, so Shut and Nebs, I will let you choose the taunt that I will give the baby zombies to sufficiently anger them to get them to come after me. Now, I have plenty of my own because I have two boys, and even my, they're older now, but they're still very, very easy to taunt. I'll take away your Xbox, I threw away all your Pokemon cards, those kind of things. So, taunt. Taunt. Give me a taunt. No chicken nuggets for dinner. Ah! I ate all your Halloween candy. We could do that. How about I ate all your Halloween candy? I don't really like candy too much, but... So, Xiaopanyo, I ate all of your Tongguo candy. Ha ha ha! Run, 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 run! We must run this way. No, this way. They're hot on me. Oh my God, baby zombie pressing the button. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, okay, that was a fail. Buttons. See what I mean about buttons, people? This is what I'm talking about. All right, let's try that again. I gave all the Halloween candy away. Yeah, there you go. That'll do it. Let me southeast, right? Southeast, right over here. Here we go. I have my render distance set especially low right now. Okay. Now, Thunder, this should not be too much of a challenge. All you have to do is press a button, okay? It's just pressing a button, dude. You should be able to handle this. That means we need another taunt. I told Mama that you would pose for 100 pictures so she can post them on Google. Oh, no, wait. This a good one for Biggie. I showed your girlfriend your baby pictures. Go! Ah! Oh, man. That is hard to do. That is hard to do, people. That's telling me exactly what I wanted it to tell me, that we need a slight delay on the door. We do need to put that delay circuit on there. Now, you guys are going to be much better at me than hitting that button on time and stuff. But we do need a delay circuit on there because we need to let the baby zombies through. So I'm going to, go ahead and put that delay circuit on there. The door doesn't have to stay open that long, so we can probably get away with using the comparator delay on there. We could probably get away with doing that. Because a button is going to work in 2 pulses, so... There's my repeater circuit. Oh, my God. Right, so let me see. Where are we at here? Okay, so this is how this is working. We can also give ourselves a little bit of room here. We got to be careful right here, though, that we don't expose too much. But I think we're all right just like that. We can give ourselves a little bit more room. You know, it's too bad because this is so compact here. I really like how compact it is. But one of the things we can do is, let me see, we can go... like this. And we can do this kind of a thing. Like that. Okay, that's good. It doesn't give me a lot of room to put a circuit in here, though. I gotta be really careful with this. But the good thing is I can have the circuit... I could do this kind of thing where it's higher and it comes down to the lower spot. All right, so we can do... how do I want to do this? In and outwise. Let me see. I could put it... I could have it come in this side and come out that way. I could do that, and I could use some of these blocks here for part of the circuit. It doesn't give me a lot, but it might... Well, I don't know. I would like it to have at least 4 comparators. Yeah, I need that there. I could run it over on this side, too. And bring some of this down. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. Yeah, I could do this. I could have it come into here like that. And I could have it come out this way. And all I would need is a repeater over there. Okay, yeah, this will be all right. Yeah, I could do that. All right, so if we take a comparator now, and I could run, let me see, I want the double pegs facing that way to this way, something like that. Put that one there with this one like this. That might do it. And let's check the timing now. That, I think it... I ran over your bike. Oh, okay, that's next run. I think that's a pretty good delay. My thing, though, is I think we might lose the baby zombies through here. If that's the case and it's not enough, I might add 2 more comparators. So we'll leave room there to add 2 more comparators if need be. Now, usually I don't need a repeater here. But sometimes I'll put one in here just to remind myself where the exit is. But I don't know, input and output. I think we're actually pretty good. Sometimes just for clarity, I would put a repeater facing in here and a repeater facing out there, especially if it's a particularly long distance. I don't think I need to do that here, though. I think I'm going to be okay. All right, let's do another test run. And I ran over your bike. Do kids still ride bicycles these days? Let me see. Shift. There we go. There we go. So, hey kids, I ran over all of your bikes. Go, run! Oh, they're upset. They're so upset. Click. We run through. Oh, hey, that's great. Woo! Look how many of them came through there. Ha! A couple of them glitched through the blocks too. And see, like I said, if you're quick enough, you could juke them. Okay. I wanted to die so they would respawn them. Yeah, Shore Thunder. No, really, I did. Let me see. I like that. I like how many came through that doorway. I am very, very pleased with that. Yes, Tiny One loves her bike. Kachi hates bicycles. He hates them. It's not even like he's disinterested in them. He actually hates them. When he was a little kid and we'd stay at Disney Hotel and we'd rent out bicycles, he'd be crying like I was torturing him or something to make him ride a bicycle. It's like I've never seen a kid not want to ride a bike before. That's weird. But that's Kachi. Biggie and I are also, we love bikes. She also loves her scooter. But she would be madder if you took away her anime or her audio books. Mini Mountain, does he even jumps around on a pogo stick? Pogo sticks. I used to have a pogo stick when I was a lad. Yeah, I feel the timing on that was really, really good. I like that a lot. So that's the biggest part of that right now. Well, I wouldn't say the biggest part, but a critical part of it. A critical part. And so I already like the way that this is going. So I think we can get rid of this because we know now. We are committed. All right, so the door situation I think is good. I think coming through here is just fine, like this. I think we should put a delay circuit here, though. Just in case some baby zombies survive the anvil drops, as well as us, there's enough time for them to exit. So we should also make another delay circuit over here. And this delay circuit we can do in the same kind of way. If we do torch. Like this. We put that guy right in there. There it goes. Activates both of them. Now we need to bring the circuit around like this. And let me see. This can come up and over like that, I think. Would probably be the way to go. And let me see how to do the circuit. Oh, circuit we can Circuit we can extend out this way, I think. It's not my favorite way to do it, though, because the input would be here, and that would mean my output would be on that side. And then I would have to come around here for it. I guess I could do that. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. The other thing is, maybe I can get away with... Well, I can't do that. I was going to say, maybe I could get away with making the delay circuit over here. That would cause problems right there, and I can't do away with that. So it's this side or nothing. Again, I don't want to have it come around here like this because I don't want the redstone affecting that. And I can't do that because then you'll be able to see inside. I could bring it up here and have the circuit run like... Yeah, that's the best way right there. I wish I could use that block, though. And I can't. And I want to be able to put in... 4 comparators. I mean, if I did something like that, I could get away with 4 comparators. Let me see, redstone, 4 comparators, but I need the exit right there. Well, I could use that for the conductor block. Yeah, I could do that. All right. Like this. Like that. So I have my input here. I have my conductor block there. Comes over. There's my output right there. This should do its thing. Should totally do its thing. Keyword being should. Let's try it out. Oof. All right. That's going to last a good long time. I like that. Then I come over here. I hit this. Uh-oh, top block. All right, let's see what the deal is. So I can go like this just so I can... Oh, the button's on the inside. Duh. Yeah, I can see the button going like that. Okay, that's good. Oh, you know what? This block might be powering that. Which is kind of weird. It's powering this, which is... Oh, okay. If that isn't showing... Oh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Friggin' redstone! All right, so... All right, none of that shows from the outside, so that's good. Let's have ourselves a look. So I like this coming over to here. We run through here, and I pause here. Of course, in the game you wouldn't pause, right? But I'm pausing here because I want to see how the lighting and stuff like that. This is good. That will be blocked up, but I'm just testing right now. And then I go like this. They both open like this. I think that is a good time for that. Good timing for that. So we can now block up the light. And that means one more test run. And that means one more taunt. I'm here, but you're on to redstone, so I don't know. I hate redstone. I should mess around with it more so I get better at it. I don't hate redstone. I love it, but whereas I don't have the retention, it's hard for me to hold on to it. I have to do it a lot to keep it loaded in RAM all the time because otherwise it evaporates, And that's actually the main purpose of Baby Zombie Rush, by the way. It's me relearning my redstone and getting back into this again. And if we get this finished, and I believe we will, we'll get this finished, and we run contestants through. That's also a lot of fun and everything. But the main idea for it is to practice all this redstone and get these redstone circuits down and everything. So when I'm on the generation server, or if I'm in Buffooncraft or something, and I need these circuits, I'm familiar with them again, and how things work. So this is good redstone review for me. And then when I have the backseat gaming allowed, then folks come in with their suggestions, and I just get better and better at it. That's the idea. I think we all get better at it at that point. So, okay, so let's try another run, and that means we need another taunt. Trying to think of my taunt. Nebs, you mentioned anime earlier. Trying to think of another taunt here. I got one. I mean, I can always come up with them because I taunt my boys all the time. So, here they are. Chapanyo, ni hao. Hey, I booked another, a doubly long session of Sunday Chinese school with your Zhongguan Lao Shi, right? So now you've got 4 hours instead of 2. Hope you don't mind. Oh, you mind a lot. Oh, okay, here we go. Slight pause. Oh my God, they're right on us. Oh, we're dodging anvils, everybody. Somehow we survived, but oh my goodness, they survived too. And we're back out into the maze. Oh, that is perfect. Oh, I like that. I like that so much. I'm not good at taunting. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are, Nebula. Maybe you don't taunt, but it's not because you're not good at it. Maybe you're not. I don't know, but I'd be very surprised. That was good. I really like the timing on that. I think we're good. I think we're good with the. So today we made the trap doors. The doors open and close, the entrance and the exit. We made the hallway. We've got that. We do have a good... We still have a good 24 minutes left. The stream ends at 3 o'clock. So we have some time to set up the anvils. Or at least to start looking at some of that stuff. So now we need a dispenser for an anvil. And before I go tearing apart that, I'm going to go down here to my little redstone sections down here in the test world. And let's play around with anvil droppers, shall we? So let's do something like this, and we'll start off with basic, and then we'll build it up. There we go. Okay, so let's... like this. Actually, I want it to be that height. So I think that that's the height we have up there, right? I think we have 3 blocks of space. Means I'm going to have to go back there and check. Oh, thunder. And we're down here, right? Where the heck am I? I'm over here. I almost said a curse word there. I was really close to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, yeah, we're 5 blocks high, right? Wow. That's good because I want plenty of space for the anvil to fall. You know, if it only drops and it's drops down 2 blocks, that's going to be dumb, right? So let's taunting isn't nice. I like to try to be nice. If you cursed, you'd have to edit it out. Yes, I'm glad I did. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks high. That's how much space we have. So this should be here. Like that. Yeah, wow, that's up there. Good. That's plenty of height. Okay, so if we do something like this. Spencer like that. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Torch on. Torch off. I think we're good. And let me see, that should actually come out to there. Good, it's in its off state. Repeater. Like this. And redstone. Like that. That's not going to work because it just dispenses the item. I was hoping it would dispense the item. I got to make sure that this is not a dropper. Let me see. Now it's a dispenser. Okay, so we're going to have a piston that pushes it sideways through a hole and drops it down. Hey, Laser Lips, your mama was a Nebula says she has an idea. I'm thinking we're going to stack the anvils up with a piston and push it over the hole and drop it down. That's what I'm thinking. So it's going to do something like that. And let's say it's going to drop there, right? Oh, we have the polished, right? This doesn't matter too much, but consistency. Right? Like this, 5 blocks of space. That's good. like this. So I'm thinking on having the anvils here on a stack with a piston like this. And I don't want to stack the anvils too high like that. So I can put them in I can actually put them vertically like this and have a piston pushing there, and it drops it in the hole. There we go. Sorry, I always love the movie Short Circuit. Wow, yeah, that's what that's from. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. I have 2 taunts. Hurry up, Benny, my clothes are going out of style. You Bob Apple toilet and you like it. Whoa. Oh, I found another one. Okay, here we go. You know what? You should enter your taunts into the, viewers who watch this later, who aren't currently in the stream, remember, they have to be clean, but cleanish. But you should put them in the Baby Zombie Rush channel. Type them in there. And you know what? We might actually have a dispenser with pieces of paper with the taunts written on them. Right? So every time we go to start, we hit a button, the taunt comes out, I say it, boom, and then we run. What do you think of that? So put your taunts in the Baby Zombie Rush channel. If my dog was ugly as you, I'd shave its butt and make it walk. Make it walk backwards. That is all. I looked up the Sandlot quotes. Yeah, those are good. Those are priceless. I think we could say those on the stream without getting copyright for the dialogue from a movie. We can quote movies. Twitch, let us quote movies, please. Those might be good redeems too. Okay, so what I wanted to do here, and what I was thinking is something like this, right? Where the anvil is here next to the hole like that, okay? And we have a piston. Oh, hey, you know what, though? This is going to be a little bit of a problem. Little bit of a problem. It has to be a regular piston first. Now, all it has to do is move it over by 1 or maybe 2 blocks. So that's not too big of a deal. I don't think I need the slime block, because I was thinking if I had the slime block here, I would need glazed terracotta or obsidian down below it. So it wouldn't stick, right? But this might be okay. This might be okay. And I got to think on, off, on. So on. Oops, nope. I might have to go down 1 lower. Oh, I could go out more by 1, right? I could do this. I could do it that way. And if I wanted it closer, I could have put that one on an angle, but that's all right. I can combine these kind of styles here. So that would be on. off, on, off. Good. Okay. Whew, we're safe. All right, and then we do button. Again, I got to abbreviate that, but. Did it not? It's too far away from that. Got it. Wow, that's on. That should be doing the on thing. I could do the stack like this too and just... do this kind of a thing. So let me see. On, off. There's just more of a delay. On, off, on, then off. And we should be okay. This is a little janky to do this way, but... Oh, can we not push an anvil with a... Can we not do this? Okay, this doesn't work. Regular piston should work just fine. It does not. What if I pull the block out from under it with a sticky piston? But then again, the sticky piston's going to have to slide, but it might do it. So if I have a sticky piston, because I built a skeleton farm that used anvils, and it was awesome. All right, let's do... Okay, I want the piston in its default position should be extended. So that means I can go back to this now. Sticky piston, it'll be out there. It removes the block below it. Like that, but I think this has to be a slippery block underneath it. Let's do this first. No, I think that's going to work. All right, so if I am perpetually open like this, and then we take the anvil and we put the anvil on top like this, and then... No, I'm trying to do that. There we go. Okay, so that's what we want to have happen. Okay, that would probably be less expensive shot. Yeah, and less materials, less blocks, right? So if we take a regular piston and save space too, right? Like this. Like that. Okay, so we do have that. I like that because it saves space. It does add one more block of height, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think that's going to be okay. The thing is, you will get light shining in from up above there. You will get that. And one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to try something like this, where I could do, right, to keep these things loaded up. But I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. I was hoping that it would go in and out like that with a... But what I'm thinking on doing instead is to have something like this, and then have the stack here where it just pushes another one into place. But I forgot that you can't push an anvil or pull an anvil. That sucks. Yeah, I could inset this into the ceiling, but I think you would be able to see it, because that would be the piston right there from down below. Maybe if we did something like this, right, and we had the piston here, we could put another layer above it like this, like that, so you don't see it, right? I mean, as you're running through the maze, it would look something like that. Also, I want them in different positions too. So we could have one here like this. Getting one on the opposite side isn't a problem, right? That's basically the same kind of circuit. It's what do you do about the middle ones? Not so bad, right? You could insert the piston in the ceiling, then the anvil on top should hide the light. Yeah. I mean, still you'd be able to see the piston legs, but who knows? You know, if you're running along like this, maybe you're not looking at that. Plus, there's another thing that you could do too. I thought it would automatically extend that one. But if we did this, it should power both. Yeah, there it is. Now, you would have to power this one before the other one slightly, so you'd have to put a slight delay on that with a delay circuit. That way it covers it up like this, right? Could do something like that. You might have forgotten it, but I learned something new. I didn't know that. I have a creative mode option. Let's hear it, Nebs. What do you got? A lot of restocking this, by the way, and resetting this will be creative mode stuff. Yeah. So what I plan to do is have like maybe 3 levels, and I'll give the contestant 3 chances to get through. Yeah, you said command blocks, and Shut did mention that earlier. Yeah, I don't mind using command blocks. I'll use them as a last resort, but I would like to see if I can figure out a way of not using them first. And I think I can. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. But we are out of time. We're actually at the end of the stream. But I think we made excellent progress today. So we have our entrance and exit doors. We have the hallway itself. Now we have the timing of it seems to be really good. And so now it's just a matter of working out the falling anvils. And I was really, really sure that there was a way of pushing an anvil. I think what has to happen is the anvil has to be in the air, and a sticky piston with a slime block on it has to hit it while it's in the air, and it will push it forward. But I think it'll launch it a little too far if we do that. So I think just dropping them like this, either pulling a block out from underneath them or having them sitting on top of a piston arm and retracting it back, I think that's going to be the way to go. It's just a matter of how do you deal with the middle ones, and they may be a little bit higher up than the other ones, and just sitting 2 blocks high above this instead of 1 for the middle ones. Have the piston sitting here instead of on the edge. It might be something like that. Those ones will have a slight delay on them where they'll be dropping just a little bit before them. Or a little bit after, I should say. Because they have 1 more block they got to fall, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. The anvils would be such an easy command block fix. Yes, it would. I want to be able to do it the right way first. Yeah. He wants to do it the fun way first. Yeah. Fun is subjective. He finds it fun. So, there, it's his fun way. He likes the headache of trying to figure it all out. Yeah. Besides, we may work out we may need something like this in Buffooncraft in some upcoming episode or event or something like that. And we don't use command blocks in creative mode on that. So I would like to be able to figure out a survival way of doing this if I can. But like I said, if I can't and it's just too much time, I don't mind using a command block. Not at all. Okay, with that said, we're at 3:02, so we are past time. Let's see if any of our friends are on right now to whom we can raid. You know what? Violinity is on right now. And Villager is also on. I'm trying to think of who I rated last. I cannot recall. Well, one of them will raid the other one anyway, so I'm sure we'll wind up getting both of them. So I'll tell you what, let's go with Vi. Let's go raid a Violinity, and then we can probably, if she winds up raiding Villager, we can get both of them. And if not, I'll just get Flying next time. Okay, so if you would like to join us for the raid there in the stream, Nebula has put up for us. Thank you so much. I think it was Vile last time because you never raided her before. Probably. If you'd like to join us, you can enter the raid message in the chat as we go raid Violinity, one of our fellow buffoons. Flying Villager is also one of our fellow buffoons as well. So let's go do that. Again, reminder of the new schedule this week. So Wednesday will from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be Generations, and that alternates. Today was Baby Zombie Rush Design. Next Wednesday, of course, we'll be building on the server itself. Probably finish up our Amethyst farm on there. And next stream will be Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. PST will be our Buffooncraft SMP stream. And then Kachi time is unchanged. That's still Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let us go raid out. Let's go set that up. /raid. Like this. Oh, let me try this. Typo. There we go. I think that's going to work a little bit better. There it is. Okay, and so we're off to raid Vile. Thank you so much for dropping by, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.